I am Dr. V. Prakash, Professor, the Department of Conservative Dentistry and Endodontics, Sri Balaji Dental College and Hospital. Today, our topic is calcium hydroxide. These are its contents. Calcium hydroxide was first introduced by B. W. Herman in 1920 for infected root canals. Schweck in 1976 used calcium hydroxide for induction of hard tissue in apical portion of root canal, especially in immature teeth with pulp necrosis. Bystrom and Sandwich in 1985 promoted calcium hydroxide as an antibacterial agent. Calcium hydroxide has a high pH of 12.5 to 12.8 and can be formed with calcium oxide. Calcium hydroxide has a high pH of 12.5 to 12.8 can be formed when calcium oxide is mixed with water. It is a colorless crystal or white odorless powder, also called slaked lime, hydrated lime, pickling lime, caustic lime, or calcium hydrate with a molecular weight of 74.09 gram per mole. The main action of calcium hydroxide is due to the ionic dissociation of calcium and hydroxyl ions having antibacterial effect, according to Estrella in 1994, and the induction of hard tissue deposition. The naturally occurring form of calcium hydroxide is portlandite. Calcium hydroxide has been extensively used in dentistry and also has been added to several endodontic sealers to improve their biological properties and to enhance the antibacterial activity. It is a relatively weak cement, commonly employed as direct or indirect pulp capping agents. Due to their alkaline nature, they also serve as a protective barrier against irritants from certain restorations. Classification. First, based on setting, like fast setting, slow setting, no setting, and controlled setting. Based on mechanism of setting, self-curing, for example, dical, light curing, Prisma VLC dical. Based on vehicle used, aqueous vehicle, viscous vehicle, oily vehicle. In aqueous vehicle, we use water, saline dental anesthetic, Ringer solution. Viscous vehicle is glycerin, polyethylene glycol, and polyethylene glycol. Oily vehicle, like olive oil, oleic acid, linoleic acid, isoteric acid. Available forms. Two-phase system contain base and catalyst phase. Light cured system, single phase in syringe form, powder form. Now we'll see the light cured calcium hydroxide. This dimethacrylate, example BisGMA, hydroxyethyl methacrylate, calcium hydroxide, polymerizing activator, barium sulfate. HEMA is a hydrophilic polymer which can release calcium hydroxide to create an alkaline environment. Now base phase, catalyst phase. In base phase, we have the calcium hydroxide and zinc oxide, which are primary reactive ingredients. Zinc stearate is used as an accelerator. Ethyl toluene sulfonamide is oil compound, acts as a carrier. In catalyst phase, we have glycol salicylate. It's a primary reactive ingredient, reacts with calcium hydroxide and zinc oxide. And others are inert fillers, radiopacifiers, and pigments. Now we'll see the manipulation. Calcium hydroxide is a low-strength base that can be used as a liner, intermediary base, or pulp capping agent. First, we have to moisten the prepared cavity. Using the cotton pliers, pick up a small cotton pellet, wet it, and remove the excess water. It should be damp by squeezing it on. Place the damp cotton in the prepared cavity. Dispense the paste. Dispense the base first. Squeeze 1 millimeter of paste onto the mixing pad. Dispense the catalyst in the same manner. Mix the calcium hydroxide. The calcium applicator can be used for mixing, using a stirring motion to mix the two pastes together until a uniform color is achieved. This should not take more than 10 to 15 seconds. When finished mixing, use the applicator to pick up a portion that is about to the size of the prepared cavity. Now we'll see the placing the cement. Place it into the deepest portion of the cavity without contaminating the lateral wall. You should not touch the lateral wall. It should be placed in the deepest portion. And allow the cement to flow along the floor of the cavity. This way it's being mixed. If you see base paste and catalyst paste are two different colors. After mixing, there should not be any strings of color. It should be a uniform color. And it's being placed in the deepest portion of the cavity without contaminating the lateral wall. Allow the cement to set. Proper setting requires humidity. Place a moist cotton pellet at the opening of the cavity on top of the newly placed cement for 30 seconds. Be sure that the cotton does not contact the cement. After 30 seconds, check the cement to ensure that it cannot be penetrated. That is, it should be completely set. Setting reaction. Calcium hydroxide reacts with the 1-methyl trimethylene disalicylate to form a chelate. That is calcium disalicylate. Zinc oxide takes place in the setting reaction. Setting time is 2.5 to 5.5 minutes. The reaction requires humidity. Now the mineral precipitation occurs due to increase in the concentration on calcium and phosphate. The seeding agents induce mineralization. Now we'll see the theories of mineralization. It's alkaline phosphate or booster theory, matrix vesicle theory, seeding theory. Now we'll see the alkaline phosphate or booster theory. Because the energy for nucleation of crystals are made by increasing ionic concentration of calcium and phosphate, and this needs alkaline phosphate enzyme. Matrix vesicle theory. Small round vesicles in extracellular causes initial mineralization. The seeding theory. The presence of nucleating material which forms a template for mineralization. Now we'll see the clinical application. It is used as a cavity liner, subbase in deep caries, indirect pulp capping, direct pulp capping, pulpotomy, apexification, treatment of large periapic lesion, and is also used for endodontic retreatment. Thank you.